CNOW.net.
Now at 10, a Cherokee, Kansas school district makes a decision on a 4-day week. Plus, Joplin Restaurant joins forces with the Boys and Girls Club to raise some funds. And students of all majors make their way to the Spring Career Fair at PSU.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The Southeast Lansers School District in Cherokee has decided to stay with a 5-day week calendar. This is KOIM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. The district was considering going to a 4-day week, as many others have recently, but after conducting a survey with community members and talking to other districts that adopted the calendar, the school board tonight decided to postpone the conversation to the next school year. KOIM's Fernandez Silva has more.
Vincent said he wants to go 5 days a week, so.
Well, he likes the shorter day, I think is what it was.
David and Debbie's grandkid is probably happy with the decision made in the Southeast Lansers School District Board meeting. With 5 votes in favor and 1 abstention, the district capped the 5-day week calendar.
Well, we hope we'll keep things going and continue to be able to grow. We wanted to avoid anything, opposing happening.
The district conducted a survey with the staff, students, parents, and other community members to understand their perspectives on the possible change.
According to the survey, most parents, students, and other community members are somewhat or strongly opposed to the proposed changes. But it is a close race. The numbers are even closer when we are considering the staff opinions.
About 40% of teachers and staff were somewhat or strongly in favor of the change.
Surprised that it was so evenly split.
To me, anytime that you're going to make a significant change in your operations at a school, you have to have some confidence that it's going to make you better.
While in 2025, students will have a 5-day week calendar, the conversation is not over.
Always encouraging growth, change, anything like that. We don't want to shut the door on anything.
In Cherokee, Fernandez Silva, KOIM News.
According to the Southeast Lansers School District, there are currently 31 districts out of 287 in Kansas that have a 4-day week calendar. You can find the results of the survey conducted by the district on our website, KOIMnewsnow.com. It's going to be chilly again tonight. Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, another cold night for us tonight, but not as bad as what we had this morning. Of course, we had a hard freeze. Look at this. We dropped to 24 degrees this morning. We did get to 55, still about 10 degrees below where we should be for this time of the year. But we're going to drop back again near freezing later on tonight, but not as cold as what we had this morning. Joplin, 42. Pittsburgh has dropped to 39. We're at 41 in Lamar, Monette, 40. We have Bonita, 41. Chanute is sitting at 38 degrees, but pretty much clear skies. Not too much is going to happen tonight. We have some clouds and a few showers skirting to our south, but besides that, we look okay across the region. All right, so a cold night ahead, but a warming trend continues the next few days. Thunderstorms Easter Sunday into Monday. Some of those could be strong, possibly severe. So, of course, we're going to be breaking that down for you. All coming up here in just a bit.
See you soon. Next Tuesday, voters are going to head to the polls for local elections in both Missouri and Oklahoma. In Joplin, voters are going to decide whether to renew the capital improvement sales tax to fund such things as street projects. And this week, the tax committee here met for one last time before that vote. They discussed polling locations and also where voters can go if they have questions about the tax. The city began collecting revenue on that 3/8 sales tax in 2004, and voters renewed it in 2014. Since the last renewal, that tax has funded 14 road projects. This time, the city is seeking a 12-year renewal. Feeding Futures is the newest campaign from the Boys and Girls Club of Southwest Missouri. It's an arrangement where a restaurant donates a portion of its proceeds to the organization, and the first restaurant to do so is Trackside Burgers, as it gave the club 15% of this evening's proceeds.
It costs about $10,000 a day to run our summer program, and we only charge kids about $5 a day.
Proceeds from Feeding Futures will go to daily operations and fund the summer program. That program offers classes ranging from arts and crafts to PE, with 3 meals a day from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pitt State hosted its Spring Career Fair today in the Plaster Center. The event was open to all majors, all classifications. More than 130 companies attended. Students got a chance to network with employers and learn more about opportunities available in their field of interest.
Whenever we have these events, we open it up to all industries for all students. So it's all majors that are welcome, all students that are welcome in all industries.
The Spring Career Fair targets experiential learning opportunities from summer employment at camps to internships and full-time professional positions. The opening of the brand new Fire in the Hole roller coaster at Silver Dollar City is going to be this weekend. It features 14 immersive scenes that depict the night the park sits on burned down. Riders board their very own firefighting wagon, travel about 8 feet per second, they say. They'll take 3 drops, then end with a final water splashdown in a 5-story climate-controlled building. Brad Thomas, the company president and mayor of Silver Dollar City, says he's glad to see how excited kids are to experience it for the first time.
The most fun is when a kid gets off of this ride and their eyes are wide open, because the kid will remember this moment for years and years and years to come, just like version 1 created so many memories for so many generations.
That ride opens this coming Saturday. The park kicks off its summer celebration on June 8th. Standout seniors at Riverton High signed their letters of intent today. John's going to have details on the Twins taking their games to the next level. That'll be coming up later in sports. But first, the city of Lamar, Missouri begins taking bids to remove its aquatic center.
Want to turn this in my heart? You can get the help you need because we are Aaron Sachs and Associates.
Divers have recovered the bodies of 2 of 6 workers who plunged into the water when the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed after it was struck by a large cargo ship early yesterday. Officials say the 6 workers presumed to have been killed are originally from Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras. Natalie Brand has more.
During a desperate and intense search and recovery Wednesday, Maryland officials announced 2 bodies were recovered from the wreckage of Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Divers located a red pickup truck submerged in approximately 25 feet of water in the area of the middle span of the bridge. Divers recovered 2 victims of this tragedy trapped within the vehicle.
6 construction workers who were on the bridge at the time of the collapse are presumed dead. The NTSB is investigating what caused the cargo ship called Dolly to ram a critical support beam of the bridge early Tuesday. The ship lost power and issued a mayday call before the crash. The NTSB is analyzing the ship's voyage data recorder in hopes of determining what went wrong.
Our entire focus on scene is to collect the perishable evidence.
The Port of Baltimore remains closed to ship traffic. The Navy says it's mobilizing large barges equipped with cranes to help clear the channel and remove submerged portions of the bridge.
The task in front of us, it will be real. It will be daunting.
The timeline is unclear, as the collapse is also forcing companies to divert shipping at one of the East Coast's busiest ports and the #1 hub for vehicle imports and exports.
It is going to lead to a lot of complications for our supply chain.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says he's also worried about the local economic impact to the 8,000 workers directly employed by the port. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Baltimore.
The Coast Guard will have to refloat that more than 900-foot-long cargo ship to clear that waterway. Authorities investigate a fatal crash that happened this morning near Avila, Missouri. Reports of a serious 2-vehicle crash alerted Jasper County Emergency Services. Troopers say a westbound milk tanker on Missouri 96 was turning onto CR 20 when it was rear-ended by a pickup truck traveling at, quote, highway speeds. The impact caused the tanker to overturn and block the lane. Authorities say the driver of that pickup, Robert Rathman of Mount Vernon, died at the scene. The city of Lamar, Missouri announces it's now accepting bids from engineering firms as it looks to remove the city's aquatic center. The center's been shut down for the past several years And Assistant City Administrator Rusty Rives tells us it's had a number of issues beyond the city's capability to repair. The city is now asking for bids from engineering firms to figure out how much it would cost to remove the pool and surrounding structure.
I think one of the keys for the community at the moment is no decision has been made on what's going to be done with that property. We're just trying to plan. We know the structure itself is having issues at this point, so it's going to have to come out no matter what happens. So looking out for the health and the safety and the well-being of the community, we're just trying to plan to get that structure out of there, because no matter, like I said, no matter what happens in the future, we know the current structure is going to come out.
Rives says bids are due in mid-April. The council will then decide what action to take. The Eastern Shawnee Tribe today broke ground on an expansion to its Shawnee Skies Training Center and Shooting Complex. The expansion is going to add an 8,000 square foot event center to the complex, featuring customizable seating and, they say, easy access to the shooting range. Officials say it's going to be used for corporate, personal, and family gatherings and host future state and national level sporting clay competitions. Shawnee Skies Complex is at 1124-5 South 705 Road in Wyandotte.
This is super exciting for us to have this here. It's something that we don't have a lot of businesses like this around our area, and we just are really excited to have something that's going to draw more people and allow corporate businesses to have a place to send their people to have some fun.
One lucky ticket matches the numbers in yesterday's Mega Millions lottery drawing, with a jackpot worth an estimated $1.1 billion, the eighth largest in U.S. history. Yes, I said 1.1 billion. It made ShopRite Liquor in Neptune, New Jersey, a popular store today. It also means your ticket was not the winner if you didn't buy yours there. It sold the winning ticket matching all 6 numbers and the gold mega ball. The director of the New Jersey Lottery offered some advice for the lucky ticket holder. Presumably don't spend it all in one place. A little bit later, some good news for baseball fans in Carthage as the newly renovated Rock Stadium hosted its first home game of the season.
Plus another cold night for us tonight, but we are going to start to warm back up. We're going to look at that coming up next. Well, of course, it's still a chilly day for us today, but better than what we had on Tuesday after a very cold start all the way down into the low to mid 20s during the morning hours. Clear skies right now. Nice shot. This is Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Indigo is just outside of Seneca, Missouri, but we are dropping back. We're going to drop back near freezing once again. So third night in a row. Stockton 37, 43, Neosho 42, Miami, Iola is sitting at 39 degrees. 7th and Rangeline, it's 42. Winds are pretty much calm across the region and will stay calm throughout the night. So it was a little breezy earlier, but these winds will really start to get moving once again as we go through the next couple days. Clear skies. We have some clouds down to our south. Weak little wave kind of pushing through western parts of the river valley of Arkansas, heading away from us. Besides that, we look pretty good. In fact, we have a ridge of high pressure which is building. You can see this little bump in the upper level winds. That's going to give us pretty good weather over the next couple days until this storm system starts to affect us as we head into the weekend. Until then, we are looking pretty good. All right, let me walk you through time for you tonight. We're going to drop back right around 31, 32 degrees. So it is going to be cold, and we're going to warm up quickly. Plenty of sunshine through the morning. We go into the upper 50s by noon, and then most of us mid 60s, which is right where we should be for this time of the year. Tomorrow night, not near as cold, but the winds are really going to start to pick up. Overnight lows 48 to about 50. Then as we go into Friday, we get a lot of mid and upper level clouds, but look at our temps. We go into lower 70s for highs on Friday. It stays windy Friday night, and we only drop back near 60. Could get a few random showers in here early Saturday morning. I'm going to keep Saturday dry at this point in time. Day planner for you Thursday, 33 to start, 57 by noon. Plenty of sunshine. High temp, 64. Now, check out the winds. Switch out of the southwest. Gusts, kind of 15 to 20 by late in the day. But watch this. Tomorrow night into Friday, gusts 40, upwards of 45 miles per hour. So it's going to be super windy on Friday, staying windy as we head into the weekend. What about Easter? We warm up, but we are going to have some chances for rain. 59 in the morning, 73 noon, 78 by 4 p.m. A few scattered showers and thunderstorms in the morning, and then more popping up late in the day. The ones late in the day, in the yellow, I'm going to make a hot spot, meaning some of these storms could be strong to severe. Kind of expands a bit as we get into Monday. So a lot to watch by the second half of the weekend. I think Saturday looks good. Anywhere from mid-60s to mid-70s. We're going to have a front draped across the region. Some morning thunderstorms Sunday. Most of the day is dry, and then we'll watch for strong to severe thunderstorms by late in the day. 64 tomorrow, 71 Friday, 72 Saturday. 78 on Easter and Monday, turning cooler Tuesday and Wednesday. We need the rain, not necessarily on Easter. We'll see how it kind of comes together. Definitely don't need severe weather.
No, and I know you'll let us know what we need to know if we need to know anything about that.
I will.
Thanks, Doug. Carthage High School's baseball team today played its first home game of the season in a newly renovated Rock Stadium. They had the ribbon cutting. The renovations included a new scoreboard, bleachers, dirt work, concrete, fencing. Officials say it's going to go a long way to helping the team.
I think there were a lot of concerns initially that it was not going to be a ball field and remain a ball field, and we've always maintained that it would be a ball field, and we're just excited to be able to play on it. Again, now that it's been renovated a little bit, of course last year the team was not able to play here, and so we're thrilled to be able to have them play on their home turf.
New look to the stadium, unfortunately. Carthage lost that home game to Tolton Catholic 11-7. Oh well, next time. Still ahead, Carl Junction High School hires a new boys basketball head coach, and Missouri Southern football returns to the practice field. John Dales has those stories and a lot more. It's coming up next.
Chloe and Olivia Parker, two high school seniors and twin sisters at Riverton High School, signed today to become collegiate athletes. Twin sisters Olivia and Chloe Parker signed their letters of intent at Riverton today. Olivia will run track at Evangel University. Chloe will play basketball at Neosho County Community College. Both Chloe and Olivia say they've been looking forward to this moment their entire high school careers, and having each other by their side makes it even sweeter.
It's pretty awesome, you know. A lot of people in life, they ask what it's like having a twin, and what it's like having a twin is it's special, it's something different. You always have that person to go to along your side.
We constantly push each other. It's always a battle, never fail. You always fight for each other, but at the end we're biggest supporters for each other, and I couldn't ask for anything better.
Missouri Southern football ended the 2023 season on a high note with a double overtime upset win against Missouri Western. This afternoon, the Lions back on the practice field for spring drills, prepping for the 2024 season. Missouri Southern enters its fourth season under the direction of head coach Atiba Bradley. Today, the Lions are holding their third practice of the spring. Their spring game will be in just over 2 weeks. That's April 12th. Coach Bradley likes the direction his team's heading in this spring.
The number one goal is to get better, but for us right now, it's making sure we understand what we're doing on both sides of the ball. In order to be successful in this league, you got to be able to play fast and you got to be able to play physical. But that goes back to being able to understand your assignment, to understand your role on this football team, on this offense, this defense, special teams. And so if we can come out of this spring playing faster, playing more physical, we'll be happy.
Carl Junction High School has a new head coach for its boys basketball program. The school district announces today Court Hardy is coming to CJ from Seneca. After leading the Indians to back-to-back district championships, Hardy joins the Bulldogs. He says in a press release he's eager to build the Carl Junction basketball program into something the community and fans can be proud of. Carl Junction baseball at home today. Bulldogs are 6-1. They're taking on 8-1 Lebanon. Top of the first inning, runners on second and third. Pop fly goes into shallow left field. but Cooper Vides has a little bit of trouble with it. That'll drop and bring in 2 unearned runs for the Yellow Jackets. CJ responds in the bottom of the first, though. Swing and a miss here. Ball gets away. Aiden Straight hustling in from third, and he scores to make it 2-1. Top of the second, runner on first. Bulldog pitcher Chase Smith used the pickoff move to get him. Nice play from the lefty. Little later, Smith gets a swinging strikeout to end the frame. Lebanon, though, just kept on hitting in this one. Josh Ziegenbein laces this to right center field in the top of the third. Yellow Jackets score 3 more that inning, and it's not the afternoon the Bulldogs had hoped for. They fall to Lebanon 11-1. That's a look at sports. We'll be back after this.
Kansas.
Carthage Early Childhood Center today held their annual Farm Day event. Got outside for this. Little tigers got to experience the world of farm life with hands-on opportunities to interact with various animals such as chickens and bunnies and goats and a pig and even a duck and various other fowl.
We just started on Monday, and we've been talking about the kinds of animals they would see on a farm or the kinds of crops that might grow on a farm, and talking about the process of animals and crops being taken care of by the farmers.
Oh my. The Early Childhood and Early Childhood Special Education programs serve kids ages 3 to 5 years. I'm sure they had a lot of fun.
Sure they did.
At least it was blue skies.
Yeah, it was chilly, especially this morning. Another cold night tonight. We drop back to right around freezing, but better tomorrow. Right where we should be. 64 degrees, 70s return. Also, the wind really returns by Friday.
It's that time of year, I guess. Final sports note.
Yeah, big day for us tomorrow. Not only do we have opening day for the Royals and Cardinals, we also have 4 Sweet 16 games in the NCAA tournament.
All kinds of great stuff going on.
That's right.
Thanks for joining us. Morning show begins at 5 a.m. Let's make it a great tomorrow.